Well, hello again, everybody. It's come down to this. We have a Scotland match at Hampden Park on Tuesday. 90 minutes to qualify for the World Cup finals for the first time since France in 1998. This is what we wanted all along. We finally got that 90-minute shootout against Denmark, a match we have to win. A draw's no use. It's fine for Denmark, but a draw's no use for Scotland. They have to get the victory on Tuesday night. So where do we stand in terms of the betting for this game? Well, remember, two results go for Denmark. The Denmark win, the away win goes for Denmark, and the draw goes for Denmark. The only result which satisfies Scotland and the massive support both in the stadium and around the country watching on television is the Scotland victory. And the price for that Scotland victory, I think, is going to average out about 9-4 with most of the bookmakers by the time this game kicks off on Tuesday night. Now, Bet365 on Monday were an absolute standout 13-5, but I strongly suspect that won't last. So expect around 9-4 for the Scotland victory against Denmark. Remember, they're at home, and remember, there's so much at stake, so surely to goodness this might be the time to back the Scots to get the result. But the actual hard facts of this match from a betting point of view are that Denmark are the favourites to win the game at 23-20, despite being away from home and despite having had that shocker of a result against Belarus at home on Saturday night. They're 23-20 favourites to get the win. The draw is going to average out, again, there's varying prices for this, but the draw is going to average out about 11-5. And I said right at the top of the programme there that Scotland are probably going to settle back to about 9-4. And really and truly, there is going to be a lot of support for Scotland to get that result. Now, we have to be honest, Saturday's performance in Greece was a very, very poor one. 3-0 down, they did well to come back to 3-2, but it was a shocking performance, and anything like that is absolutely no use at Hampden on Tuesday night. So we've got to be honest about that. Steve Clarke nailed his colours to the mast with his goalkeeping choice. That choice was Craig Gordon, despite the availability of Scott Bain, who had been playing for Falkirk this season. But Craig Gordon got the nod, and to be fair to him, he kept that scoreline low to give us a chance to get the score back to 3-2. So I suspect he'll go with Craig Gordon again at Hampden on Tuesday night. I don't think there's much doubt about that now. The question is, what's the attacking lineup going to be? Is he going to go with his usual Steve Clarke, one person up front? That was Shea Adams, of course, in Greece. There's a strong suspicion that he might go two. Would the two be Lyndon Dykes and Lawrence Shankland, who came on during that match and certainly improved matters for Scotland? Well, if he does go with them, you can back Lawrence Shankland to score any time at Hampden on Tuesday at around 14-5. If you think that's value, that's your price. Lyndon Dykes, well, Ladbroke's 100-30 for him to score any time, and that's not a bad price at all if he gets the start and gets most of the 90 minutes. 16-5 with Hills for Lyndon Dykes to score any time. Scott McTominay, he hit the bar the other night in Greece. He's a 7-2 chance to score any time at Hampden on Tuesday. That's round about the same price you get McTominay any match at Hampden for Scotland. John McGinn was 7-1 in Greece, but back on home turf he's only 4-1 this week. You've got Gannon Doak at 9-2, Ryan Christie at 13-2. But I think if Shankland starts, 14-5 to pick up the pieces, pick up the scraps in one of Scotland's surely many attacks on the night is going to be the value bet. So if Shankland starts, 14-5 is my selection for the anytime goal scorer. I am going to tip Scotland to win this match. I tipped a draw in Greece where you get beat 3-2. I am going to tip them to win this game, and I think 9-4 has to be fair. At Hampden, a one-off match, we have to win. 9-4 is an absolutely fair price, and I'm going to tip Scotland to win this game on Tuesday. Now, I've seen a lot of stuff about how lucky Scotland were to be in this position, but I take you back to 1996 when we were trying to qualify out the group at the Euro 96 finals in England. We were 1-0 up against Switzerland. England were hammering Holland 4-0. We were going through with England, and Holland got a late consolation goal. England won the match 4-1, but Holland beat us to qualifying out of that group on goals scored. So we've been very, very unlucky in the past. That's just one example. I would say we were a bit jammy. That's an old Scottish word. We were a bit jammy on Saturday night, but hey, we're going to have to take it. It's put us in this fantastic position on Tuesday night against the Danes. This is the result that we wanted all along. This is the situation we wanted to be in all along. A one-off shootout against the Danes. We have to win. I'm tipping Scotland to win at 9-4. Good luck.